All right, welcome back. So, if you thought the eShare ecosystem was a beast before, you're going to want to stick around. We're about to hook this whole thing up with some serious rocket fuel.
So in the last explainer, we really laid out the groundwork, right? We talked about Plasm creating that automatic buy pressure and how Fusion uses eShare as its only currency for rewards and those awesome NFT microgrids. We built the core engine.
So now the big question is, once you've got that solid engine humming along, how do you take it to the absolute next level? How do you give it that rocket fuel? Let's get into it.
Okay, so the first stage of our rocket is all about putting things on autopilot. We're talking about Flywheel Vaults, which are just this brilliant way of creating passive, non-stop demand for eShare.
So what are they exactly? Well, at their core, these vaults are basically just automated investment strategies. You drop your assets in, and the smart contract just goes to work, growing them for you, all while doing something really specific and positive for eShare.
Now, what's so cool about this is just how simple and powerful this loop is. So it kicks off when you deposit your liquidity provider tokens, let's say for the eShare and ETH pair. The vault takes those and starts earning yield. But, and this is key, instead of just handing you the profits, it automatically plows them right back in, making your position bigger. And here's the real magic. The eShare inside that vault gets locked up tight, taking it right off the market. That directly shrinks the circulating supply.
And this quote just nails it. Every little bit of trading volume, every fee that gets earned is passively turned into eShare scarcity. It's a system that just relentlessly tightens the supply day in and day out.
But look, locking up the supply that's already out there, that's only half the story. To really light this rocket, the whole ecosystem has to get bigger. And that brings us to the next stage, fueling that growth with things like bonds and gaming.
Now, when you first look at this, you might be thinking, okay, how does this all circle back to eShare? Well, check out this comparison. On one side, you've got DexFi Bonds. They use assets like ETH to grow the treasury. A bigger treasury means more fuel to keep those eShare rewards and Fusion going strong. And then on the other side, you've got a game, Honor versus Madness. It's designed to be a super fun way to bring in a whole new crowd of users who eventually find their way into the wider ecosystem where, yep, you guessed it, they start interacting with eShare.
So the really crucial thing to get here is that even if these parts of the system don't use eShare in every single transaction, they're absolutely vital. They're making the entire economic foundation bigger and stronger, which is what makes eShare's value sustainable for the long haul.
Okay, so we've automated demand. We're fueling the bigger economy. What's next? Well, we go bigger. It's time to take this entire flywheel and launch it across a bunch of different blockchains. And the benefits of doing this are just huge. Going multi-chain isn't some gimmick. It's a massive strategic move. You suddenly get access to completely new communities of users on chains like Base or Arbitrum. That means deeper liquidity, which makes trading way smoother for everyone. It can lower gas fees, encouraging more people to get involved. And it opens the door to integrations with a whole new universe of different apps and protocols.
The math here is really simple, but it's so powerful. More chains means more wallets. More wallets mean more activity. And more activity means more demand for eShare. Period.
And this right here might be the single most important slide of this entire explainer. Because while this whole ecosystem is blowing up, expanding across new chains, bringing in thousands of new users, plugging into new economies, that number, 73,445, it never ever changes. The total supply of eShare is fixed. It's a small, fixed supply in what's becoming an exponentially expanding universe. Just think about that for a second.
So let's put it all together. We've talked about the core engine, we've added the rocket fuel. What does the complete eShare flywheel actually look like when you see it all at once?
This is it, right here. The eShare flywheel is this beautifully designed, self-reinforcing system. Every single product, whether we're talking about Plasm, Fusion, the Marketplace, the Vaults, is built to do one of four things to eShare. It either buys it, locks it, rewards with it, or burns it. And this amazing loop isn't stuck in one place. It's running across this ever-expanding multi-chain network.
It doesn't matter what a user is doing in this ecosystem, if they're depositing ETH, trading an NFT, staking in a vault, every single one of those actions ultimately channels value right back into the core token, eShare. It's just an incredibly elegant and powerful design.
And this is really the ultimate takeaway. eShare has grown so far beyond being just some reward token. It has become the scarce, critical fuel for a deflationary economic engine that is built from the ground up to grow, to expand, and to create value across the whole DeFi space. The real question isn't just what it's doing today, but what it's going to power tomorrow.